I'm going to ink this up, and I'm going to put just the side ones in first so that I can go ahead and attach the chain. So I'm inking up 2 of these. Okay, these 2 inked up. Pay attention to your pattern. There's words in here, so you want to go in the right direction. That means the paws are going up and down. So let's add some glue. And I'm patterning the sides where the chain will be attached. So let's just get that kind of centered there. And the other side. Now the top holes, you punch those with your big bite. Let's pay attention to this. The paws are running up and down, going uphill. Oops, I think I went over too far and I need to add some more glue. I let it dry while I was talking. It does dry pretty quick, so once you put it on there, you need to get busy with burnishing it down. Now we're ready for the holes. I'd already punched them, but I'm going to punch them again to go through the paper. And these are on each side. From the hinge side, put it about, again, 1 3/4 inches, down about 7/8 of an inch. So let's punch those. I'll use the small hole punch. On the other side. Okay, we've got the holes punched. Now then, we're going to take the brads and the last link of the chain. So let's check this out, make sure. Pretty much sure. We're going to try it before we glue it. We're going to attach it. Slip it over the brad and then insert the brad. Lift up your lid from the inside and then open the prongs. And you have to hang on to this before you get both sides done so your hinge doesn't go twist on you. After I've done this, it might have been a good idea to put 2 hinges instead of one in the center, 2 spaced out. So I might do that on my next one, and that is an option you might think about. Holds it just fine like that, and then it closes and it opens, and this album will go inside. So those lengths work for me, and so I'm ready to permanently attach this. Now these brads are opened good on the outside here, so I think I'm just going to put glue on the prongs. I'm not going to take it loose. So put some glue here, spread it out kind of over those, but not too clumpy. Okay, wipe this lid off. Now let's go ahead and paper close this down for a minute. Paper the outside edges over the prongs. So I'm using again this Fancy Pants nautical wood pattern because I wanted the wood look on the sides of the doghouse. So I'm going to ink that. These are cut the same as we've done before, 5 7/8 by 5 7/8. Open this up and turn it on its side so we can kind of get to it better. And add glue to your paper. That on the side over the prongs. Okay, let's turn it over and do the other side. Okay, there's the sides. And now we just need to paper this one front piece. So I have another one cut. And in fact, I have extra cut. I don't know why. But we'll use it somewhere. So ink this one up. And there is the outside of the doghouse. Now, as I was planning this hinge part, I initially thought that I would need a brace piece in this back, which we could still do. I don't think it needs it, but that is an option. If you want a brace piece, a thicker piece in here, that might be a good idea to keep it from shifting around. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do that, okay? The back support piece is 5 7/8 by 5 7/8, and we're going to add a finishing hinge to the top edge of it. So this is 5 7/8 hinge, and let's peel the backing off. I've already had this one made, and we're going to attach it to the one side, butt up to the folded score line. Let's add some glue on the center. Attach it down. And burnish. Okay, we're going to add glue to the back side of this. And slip this in behind the chains to the very, very back of the box. Make sure you get it flush in there on the sides. And let's hold that in there, and we might want to add some clamps to hold this while it dries. Let's stick those in there like that. And we are going to have to add some more finishing hinges in the corners. Well, I should have done that, should have papered it. I should have added this before I papered. So I'm just going to add finishing hinges, I think, to the bottom, and then I'll paper that in the back to cover that up. So let's let that dry. And we've already cut these papers for the front and the back. So I do need a hinge down there at the bottom. So let's cut another 5 7/8 hinge. And add the score tape to the outside. Add glue into the bottom edge here, along the bottom of this back piece. And then let's put this hinge in there. That's just to finish off the bottom there. That's all we're doing, is finishing off the bottom, because we're going to just paper the back. Okay. So let's take these two pieces that we've already cut, that are 5 7/8 by 5 7/8, and ink them up while that piece is drying in there. I haven't decided yet on my pages for the mini album, but it will be another flip hinge. How these are doing, it looks like they're ready. So we can put this other piece into the back. So, I have this already cut. Let me see if it fits. No, it needs to be maybe trimmed down some. Actually, I trimmed it to 5 3/4 because it was already 5 7/8. So, yeah, 5 3/4 for your bottom paper. So I'm going to do the blue pattern up. Put that down in there. Excuse my head. And there's what it looks like on the inside. And the lid open, closed, the front of the doghouse, the roof, and the back with the hinge. And now we need to paper the bottom. Turn this. So I cut this yellow piece, this opposite side here, and I'm just going to cover that. Some people don't cover the bottoms. I think it feels finished when they're covered. So this is the 5 7/8 by 5 7/8 square. And that's the bottom. There. Now it's ready for us to work on the frame piece, which we will do in the next session.